is.
We do more non-Lego talk than Lego talk nowadays, it feels.
It's okay. That's all right. But I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. What's going on, everybody? It is Hauling a Ball, episode number 441. There we go, 441st consecutive episode. And we figured, you know what? Let's start the first episode of the new year out with a bang.
Have you not missed an episode for that many weeks?
We have not. We have not.
One of us has been here for at least every week in a row consecutively.
Yeah. How many years is that? 8 years?
8. I think it's a little. Yeah, I think it's 8+ right now. A little bit of 8+. Yeah.
God dang, that's pretty remarkable.
It's our Lego Cal Ripken Jr.
It's our only claim right now.
That's it, man. That's what keeps us going, man. If we didn't have that, we probably would have quit 6.5 years ago. But
right.
But yeah, one of us, either myself, cheap ass BR, or this dude right here, this gentleman, the Pumpkinhead right here, remember Brick or Treat. One of us was always here during one, either on a Saturday or Sunday. We used to run it in the beginning on a Saturday night, Sunday, but we've done it consecutively. We've never missed a week.
That's insane. That's like 2015. You start? When did you start? I'm trying.
I think it was post 2015.
Yeah, 2015. Yep, I started 2014, and we were 2015 with Hauling a Ball. Yep.
Damn, that's absurd. Guys, I'm actually trying to wrap my head around doing something every week for that long.
It's crazy. Like I said, it's more of a like a. I'm not going to say it's a chore, but it's more of a we have to do it now kind of thing because we don't want to, we want to get that Guinness book, so we got to get that plaque.
What is up, chat, everybody? As you can tell, we have Ryan from MandrProductions here tonight. We have Cheap Ass, myself, and Fick and Bricks. So we will. I'll pull up the news real quick. We'll blast through that, and then just field any questions you guys have, and we'll just do our normal stuff.
Yeah, we got a bunch of awesome people in the chat. We got Gasm's in here, Mayo, Johnny Builds. If you guys got any questions for Ryan, feel free to shoot it out. We're a very free flowing kind of stream. We don't pander to nobody. So
especially not that
and Ryan knows that he's been a guest on the show before, so this isn't his first rodeo with us. He knows.
What's up, Cheap?
We don't pull no punches, but yeah,
there
he is. From the floor. The floor.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorting stuff. Sorry.
You find Jalen Hurts' finger down there?
Oh, please. I turned off the game. It's horrible.
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 It's only gonna get worse tonight.
It's fine. First round of playoffs, we're not going to even win a game.
Probably not. Anyway, Lego Ideas, the A-Team, Chiefs 10,000 supporters. I feel like this always hits 10,000 supporters at some point and never gets made. This one looks different. Cheap Ass loves the A-Team van, is waiting heavily for it.
Yeah, it has the A-Team Corvette. They need to make it.
Maybe they will. Ryan, what's your take on ideas? You just feel they're out of ideas at this point, or
the first thing I thought when you pulled this up, I was like, it's still news that a project hits 10,000 because a project hits 10,000 every other day. It's not even like a threshold. Like there were 70 projects last period. I don't even know how long a period is. I assume at most 6 months, but 70 projects in 6 months.
I thought it was a quarter, wasn't it? Isn't it a quarter? I think it's.
They have a year to hit 10,000 now. They have from project submission. I believe you have 1 year to hit 10,000.
Was it more before?
I think it was unlimited before. Just when you hit it, you hit it. And they changed that to try to slow it down, which clearly hasn't worked.
Nah.
They need to.
It should probably change to 25,000.
Yeah, it needs to be inflation adjusted like everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. It just I don't think I think they like the 10,000 number.
Yeah.
And to be fair, no harm in it really.
No, it just joins this whole plethora of projects right here to hit 10,000 since the last review.
That is, oh boy. Yeah, it used to feel like a real achievement to hit 10,000. I don't feel like it's as crazy anymore, but
yeah.
I think it's a way of Lego having a backlog of sets that they can pull from if they have any, because they've stolen set ideas from people before.
True.
I'm sure not everything is independently created. However, it's also the case. I also think a lot of it's the case where it's two people can totally the Jurassic Park gate thing. I'm sure you guys remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Two people can totally have the same idea. It's a very obvious set to make. There might if it was a unique creative if Lego Dreams was stolen from someone, I'd care a little bit more. But if it's like you're copying a set based off an IP and that's the claim, I just can't bother.
Yeah. There's so much energy to throw at this plastic product. But the botanicals are on sale. If you didn't get them, go get them now. They're 20% off. Get those flowers for Valentine's Day. They're coming around the corner. Bonsai tree, all that stuff over on sale. Oh, here you go. Charlie and the
Another one.
It's 10. There's a lot. It's usually 3 to 4 an episode. It's kind of comical. This will never get made, probably. Or an express review. Alan had a review on it.
Why would Charlie and the Chocolate Factory not get made?
I don't think they would. Didn't there like controversy with Oompa Loompas because they were called little people or something?
I don't know. I know I watched a TikTok the other day of like a short guy being upset that they didn't hire short people for the Oompa Loompas in the new movie. So,
Yeah. Also, with stuff like this, it always depends on the licensing fee too, right? Like, I don't know how much that would cost them.
What's up, Bricks for Chris? Bricks for Chris is here, and he says, "Oh my God, that is Ryan." Yeah, we got to get Bricks for Chris back with Ryan. So there we go. So
what's up, B for C?
Yep.
Football has been well. Tennessee got a win today for you.
There you go.
Orient Express review. Alan did a review of that. Last Ambush was on sale. More than a lot of them hit 10,000 supporters.
That one's cool. I would buy that one.
I would buy that. That's absolutely awesome.
That is a good idea.
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah. That is cool.
If it doesn't get made, you're going to see it within 2 years in the summer production line of
the city sets.
Rise. Yep.
Yeah, City Carnival.
Yeah.
That is legit, though. Look at that. That's
IKEA modular, 10,000 supporters.
Oh, there's 4. There's 4. We used to take an over-under on how many were on the freaking list today.
Why don't they change their? I could just make a whole news,
a whole website for Lego
whole
ideas
website
tracking.
dedicated to it.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see what else. IKEA modular, not bad. Older post. Family tree. Oh, here's an idea set. It's officially revealed. Those red leaves. I think we haven't. Have we had red leaves before? We've had dark red, but never red, right?
This is gonna be a bottom seller for sure.
Yeah. I think it's what they said, $85. Yeah, and $80, $80.
$80 at Target. Yeah, Target exclusive. Which you never know with those Target exclusives, like that TIE Fighter helmet. I mean, that was Star Wars. This is a tree, but
yeah, I don't think it's comparable.
Yeah, no, I agree. But someone a few weeks ago tried to trade me on Facebook Marketplace a used TIE Fighter for, I forget what set I had listed. Or the helmet. I was like, I had no idea it was up that high in value. I was like, no, I'm all set. Now. Doesn't look bad, but definitely not something to go out and get day 1 or day 12. Lego Amazon. Lego sets available on Amazon. Camera. See, this was I know they're doing that Polaroid ideas camera set, but this is something they probably saw an old-fashioned camera and like, let's do that. Not bad looking. I don't know, Ryan. You're a collector, as you can see. I have some stuff in your background there. Your whole backdrop was a collecting. What do you take on sets that are just like for pure display only? Like, do you think they do better? Do you think they do worse, or they're harder sells? It depends.
It probably depends, but with like the influx of adult collectors, it's been very, for anyone that like invested in it before COVID, very good.
Yeah. Let's see.
But I think Lego should do more stuff like this. Like it's really
just
neat,
pure display,
reasonably cheap. I'm sure that one's $20 or $25, $30 max, and it's gonna sell like hotcakes because it's a cool looking camera.
Let's see what it was. If he has it on there. I'm not gonna go searching for it, but yeah,
good luck finding it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, another
5.
one.
Hit the 5. Krusty Burger. I was surprised they never did more Simpson sets than just the 2 and the 2 series of minifigs, but probably the license ran out. But I'd be down for a Krusty Burger. That's pretty cool.
I'd be down for that. That's cool. I would definitely buy that. I picked that up.
Looks like it's the same build, kind of the Quickie Mart with that fold open. Brickhead Sonics revealed, coming out there, and Iron Man. Brickheads or Iron Spider. Potted Groot. Sonic the Hedgehog. Knuckles. Stitch.
You pro-con Brickheads, Ryan. What are you? Pro-con Brickheads. What do you mean?
Actually, had someone ask me or like comment on my video the other day and say that Brickheads are like essentially not Lego and they're not important to anything because they don't include minifigures and they aren't like buildings of ships or places or things. And the only like my rationale for like Brickheads existing is it's literally to compete with Funko Pops, and I also view it as like I don't think it's taking away from anything else. So I don't know, like I understand
not devoting a lot of resources to them.
Yeah, it's not like it's taking up slots from other sets at least from what I would imagine. So, you know, they just exist, and it's like whatever. Like if you don't like them, you don't like them. But I'll collect the Star Wars ones.
They don't hurt nothing.
Yeah.
Lego Timelines book coming in September. Another book's coming out. It gets outdated every year probably, but you can get a new one.
I didn't even realize he dropped to the second line. Sorry about that, cheap ass. I didn't really drop to the second line. He's there though.
Oh, X-Men Jet, $84 for that hunk of junk.
I want to make a review and just say it's worth the money.
You get this in the hoopty, you are top tier Lego collecting right now.
$180 for 2 sets. Yeah, there you go. Do it.
Those are available. January sets are available. Promo is out for the retro food truck. No idea if it's sold out or now. I haven't logged on. Cheap ass never logged on to Lego on January 1st to pick up anything. Did you?
No, I had the markets in my Ninjago City markets in my cart, but I decided against it.
Ryan, have you expanded your quest on the VIP hoarding? I remember you were in our chat for that.
No, I still have like 250,000 points. I don't go out of my way to order on Lego.com. Let's just put it that way. Like I gave away a UCS Venator and I ordered it through Lego.com for the person that won, so I got those points recently. But I rarely order on Lego.com. I don't think it's worth it 90% of the time.
There's not much, because you're pretty close to a Lego store anyway, right? Disney Springs down there.
Yeah, I can always go there. But yeah, I usually get things earlier elsewhere, and then anything else is cheaper anywhere else. So there's usually very little reason to actually buy from Lego.
Well, if you want this Disney Encanto set, get ready. March 2024. This is coming out right there. Never seen Encanto.
What a great release date. Oh, I thought you said March 24th.
No, March 24th. I stumble a lot when I read. What else we got there? Photo frame. They're doing a whole bunch of Encanto stuff. Buildable Stitch.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Best and worst sets of 2023 according to Alan.
Open this up. I want to see. They have it. Do they have it listed here?
They might. Let's see. Top sets. Lord of the Rings.
Wait, is this just literally? Hold on. Under what
Let me see what he did here.
What's the parameter?
I think it's just Alan's top 5. This is just his opinion on it.
Okay.
Here's his short list of top 5 sets as well as top 5 flops of the year. So Alan's top 5, he got Rivendell, El Dorado Fortress, Temple of the Golden Nile. That wasn't released though.
That one was released.
Yeah,
that's the other one.
Yeah.
Not a bad set. Botanical Garden from the Friends line. Hot set of the year. Disney 100 Up House. Not a bad list. Not a bad list, Alan. Nothing really. Honorable mention. Dilophosaurus Ambush. Question that. Yeah. Flops. Marvel CMFs. Why? Why?
Can you call it a flop if they sold all of the ones they?
I don't know.
I agree that the packaging is dog water, and it's like the most greedy move. One of the most greedy moves I've ever seen them do. But
I think that's why he's flopping it, because of the packaging.
I don't know what he's defining as a flop, but it's sold. I'm sure.
Chewbacca, I think we can all agree. Flop. Captain America's shield. Okay. The Hoopty. BTS Diamond. This got pretty low on Amazon 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, wasn't it like half price on Walmart too?
It was it was at least half price. Yeah. That's his bottom 5. So you got BTS, the Hoopty, Captain America's shield, Chewbacca, and CMFs for Marvel. Okay, Alan. Ryan, off the top of your head, quick top 5 or top set, worst set for you?
Of 24 or 23? Oh boy, Rivendell's probably the best set of last year. It's probably not the wrong one. The worst set though, Hoopty's a good option. Like just, I would agree with what he had. I think the Hoopty,
one of those from the bottom.
It's
5.
just so stupid and so expensive. I don't know what you guys would put out there, but on the spot, I would go with a couple that he had there.
You're within. Yeah, we did it last week. It was pretty much similar stuff.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, my worst was the icons of play. The
soccer.
Dude, soccer. I remember that one came out, and I was talking to a couple people, and they were trying to convince me that it was like a good set and a good idea, and I was like, this is literal garbage.
Yeah,
and it was like 30% off 2 weeks later. So
yeah. What do you say? Coldwater picked up a diamond for $40 with a $10 Amazon coupon. Nice. Lego's ideas Galley of Warriors achieves 10,000 supporters right there. Not a bad looking ship. Number
That's
6.
six.
6 on the week.
Oh,
7.
Oh, 7 on the week.
is
7.
this
When are
from
we
last
going
week?
back?
I guarantee that one's not getting made.
I think we dipped too far back. Yeah. Yeah, 30th. Yeah, we covered this last week. But yeah, no. Yep, we did this one.
Yeah,
Submarine
Subnautica,
too.
yeah.
We're dipping
Half their
last week.
news is Lego ideas surpassing
Half the news is
10,000.
I mean, that's what they got, and that's what we're caught up on the news. So, folks,
It's like
we have
going on-
Ryan here, Cheap Ass is here. I'm here. Hope you guys had a great New Year's. It's snowing up here. Fick, you getting snow?
Yeah, we got snow. We got about a couple inches. We got 3 or 4 inches right now. Yeah.
Plow truck destroyed my mailbox last night. Caught it on the ring camera. Absolutely hilarious.
It's going to be a good winter, bro.
I hope so. So, Ryan, I think we're all in the same I know we're all in the same dislike of our favorite LAN group out there, LAN in general. Our chat loves it when we crap on LAN. None of them like LAN.
I need a poll from the chat. I need to see what people say, but go ahead.
You've done videos on this. You've talked about it when you left LAN, but just leaving LAN has not impacted your life at all. I can tell you that probably, but just is it worth it to even be in there, or do you have to really sell your soul to get stuff and keep getting stuff?
Man,
these people that push video and said video was the next hot thing, I just lost all respect for them. I really did.
Really? You think you got a list?
That has a list. He's not afraid to voice it.
Selling your soul. So I think there is a degree of that. Like, it's like you have to you got to be like on the up and up and goody two shoes, and like you can't say certain things certain ways. And if you my experience was even when I joined, I wasn't even working with Lego. I was working with someone who wasn't even hired by Lego, that was like a Twitch streamer as my main point of contact. It was the worst. That's how bad it is. But I don't know, selling your soul. I think there is absolutely an aspect of it where a lot of people will make reviews of products and not really tell the whole tale. I also think it's rather interesting to me to see a lot of these reviews. A lot of the time, some of the time, I don't know, you can tell when they got it for free though, because if you know, if you pay attention to things, you just know they got it for free. But they won't even disclose that they get things for free, and I think that's a way bigger issue than whether or not someone's being dishonest or not. That's a whole problem. But yeah, I think a lot of people really try not to say the wrong thing so they don't end up like me, because they really depend on getting things for free, really depend on it. I've heard someone that's pretty big in the space. So one time I got a set early. I bought it from someone in Mexico that had found it at a store early. I got the set, and then someone on LAN, who's a pretty big Lego YouTuber, wrote into LAN and on the forum I heard, and wrote, "My income is dependent on getting these sets first." And I'm like, first off, then why aren't you trying harder? Second off, it's really funny that you think that Lego has to give it to you first, otherwise your job is not sustainable. That's absurd. That's not a good position to be in, frankly.
That's a bad business model. You depend on them right now.
Really bad. That was a while back, but yes.
One of my favorite videos of yours recently was when you did the behind the scenes on the filming of the Avengers Tower video. That was to see all that went into that big review.
Oh, the vlog.
Yeah, that was really well put together.
It felt good to get another big set first.
Another win. Yeah. It's just hilarious. You're beating all these LAN members to the punch on sets that they've gotten for a month ahead of time, and it's just it grinds their gears inside just to see you still soaring when they're just being held back.
I told this to the LAN people when they kicked me out. We basically had what you would call in the corporate world an exit interview. I'm sure you guys might be familiar.
Oh yeah.
Familiar, but I'm a really competitive person. I like to win, and that's why I am the way I am, and to try to help them understand why I care about the things I care about, and I think it shows. But that one was crazy. I couldn't believe I got the Avengers Tower like that. shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you guys have been around long enough to know, and know how it used to be, right? Before literally anyone and their mother was like handed everything, like regardless of influence. Like it's just like, here, you can have stuff. You've uploaded 12 videos. Here you go, no problem. Like it's wild. But anyway, like I think it's kind of wild how like the space has kind of shifted. So like basically everyone used to compete on what we'll call like a reasonably level playing field, right? And now you have Lego trying to like hand of God people to the top, basically. And then you also have like basically like, so think of it like what was it, 5 years ago now? Do you guys remember I got the Welcome to Apocalypseburg set like first and early?
Okay.
Because I bought it on eBay because someone was selling on eBay, and I was like, yeah, screw it, why not? Yeah, so like back then, it's like not everyone was just handed all of these things, right? That wasn't going to be sent to 50 different people, and so like it was anyone's game to just go and buy it. And so I feel like it's weird that that's changed. Like these people wouldn't buy it now. They're like, I got it for free, why would I buy it? Right. The final thing I have to say that I always think is interesting, but I never have like a place to share it. It's really interesting when you look at reviewers of themes and things. Do your research, put some pieces together. Certain reviewers will not review things they don't get for free. I don't want to say, but like it's really obvious that like some people will not take a foot outside, put a foot outside to like go out of the way to get a thing. So I always found that weird, but
that's funny. We got D-Man in the chat. Are there any other organizations created by Lego that have the same issues as LAN? I don't think so.
No,
that's what I know about.
But it's interesting. So there's LAN, and then there's like local marketing things, but I don't really know how those work. But they're like, it's like actual Lego marketing. The problem with LAN is it's not marketing, but it is. But the people that work it don't understand any of it because they're just not good enough for that job. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think we've voiced this whenever we go on a little LAN rant. I'm like, I don't even know why it exists. Like, Lego can just do the video on their own YouTube channel. They have more subscribers and more reach than any of these people.
Everyone combined, yes.
Yeah, so it's like, what are they doing? So our sets cost an extra $10-15, who knows, each. And these guys, because they're sending out 40-50 copies or even more maybe for free. So that's my take on it. I don't know what purpose it serves. I think Fick feels, he said the same thing. It doesn't really serve a purpose to anybody besides to make people think they're better than other people.
It's so like, there's sure. The original purpose of LAN, I can't, you guys would know this, right? It was for lugs. Like it was literally for lugs, and then it was basically retrofitted into what it is now, which is like a duct tape together boat that doesn't actually float, but it's still like 5 inches below the water, so you can kind of hang in it.
Not sunk yet.
Yeah. So like, it's like this thing that really shouldn't exist for what it exists because they didn't know what YouTube and the internet was becoming in the mid 2010s, but they just kind of started to like throw everything in that like bin basically. So it basically serves two purposes, lugs and influencers. But yeah, the other interesting thing I think is, I'm sure you guys see plenty of it on like Instagram and such, is Instagram, TikTok, especially with the short content. There's a lot of like, it's a really interesting thing to think and look at, but like a lot of these like influencers that are getting things for free, one, they're not like disclosing it, but two, they're making content with it as they should. If they enjoy the product, they should enjoy the product. But like, there's a lot of like, oh my God, look how great this product is. Here it is. And they're like, the lack of disclosure, even if it is a great product, is wild to me. But yeah.
It's like you should have a stamp. I got thanks to Lego Group for sending me this set early to review. Much appreciated. Like
hashtag ad.
That's it. Yeah. But yeah, it's a thing we all despise. All Bricks Count says a lot of reviewers won't review, said they don't give it free. Brixie literally said he's changing his channel the next 5 months as he's not getting free review samples. At least he's adapting, I guess.
Yeah, do we want to talk about the Brixie thing like in depth? Did you guys?
I mean, honestly, Ryan, I'll be honest with you. I LAN, not even LAN. I think once shorts and got like popular and short content media, I just lost interest. I don't go on Instagram that much anymore. I don't watch much Lego videos anymore. So I don't know what's going on with Brixie. I have no idea.
Okay, so you're gonna love it. It's really dumb.
He gets a
Like,
huge smile on his face as he says,
but
"I'm gonna watch
not. It might be the stupidest thing you've ever heard. Okay, so back in September, they like invite everyone to come to Denmark, right? You have to buy your own plane ticket and stuff. So Brixie buys a plane ticket, flies to Denmark. Lego, of course, is going to show all these people that came a bunch of Lego sets early. So you kind of feel like you should have to go, otherwise you don't get the early access, right? And so part of showing all the sets early was like there was the Avengers Tower that came out or got revealed in like November, and then there was the Rocket Raccoon that got revealed in October, or rather December, so later on. And so they have this table set up, and they're like, here's the Avengers Tower, here's the Rocket Raccoon side by side, and they let everyone take all their videos and images of it, and Brixie, films the whole thing about all of it, and then without Lego telling them that the reveal dates would be separate, right? And then of course, like in this video, you can see a few frames of the Rocket Raccoon because it's literally right next to it on the table. You couldn't not have it in the same video frame. And so how ridiculous is it to put two things on the same table that can't be shown until more than a month apart, and then
pretty ridiculous.
Be like, hey, you should upload this video a month, like when you're supposed to upload the content on or you would want to upload the content on the Avengers Tower. I would, the month earlier when the Avengers Tower is more relevant than a month later when you have to, if you're waiting for Rocket Raccoon. So it was that, and then they gave him 6 months probation because they're stupid. And I've called Land stupid many a times, Lego stupid, and they prove it every day. And they were very mad at me for calling them stupid. But like, how could you not think someone's stupid when that's what they did? Like, I don't know how they're not fired for that. That's their mistake, not Brixie's.
That seems pretty reasonable. They should have explicitly said these are different release dates and did them on different tables or something. But that's
like they own more than one table, I'm pretty sure.
They can build another one.
But also, like, if you ever look at I guess Toy Fair like photos, right? Like you guys have seen plenty of that, I'm sure, back in the day when Lego actually like revealed stuff in Toy Fair instead of like having to be an influencer to get cool things.
You get the blurry pics from the shelf far away.
Way cooler. And then they would just have a little plaque card in front of it that said release date, price in the different markets, the release date, the price, and the piece count. Of course, that's not a reveal date because the reveal date's the day it's at Toy Fair, because why the heck not? It's February, big news dump. But now things have to be super secret till super later because of arbitrary reasons for no real actual articulable reason other than it just is the way it is now. And so like, I don't know, I feel like you could have at least had a card in front of it like you do with every other product for the last 2 decades.
Maybe a curtain separating two. I don't know, some sort of divider.
I don't know if they can afford that. Cloth is expensive, I've heard.
Captain Rex will tell you, right?
Do you think Lego leaked their own stuff sometimes just to get?
I highly doubt that. They got enough leaks as it is.
What's up, Reggie?
Because we always get those shots in the shipping boxes from like the back room of a Lego store.
That's just Lego employees, I would imagine, being excited about the product like anyone else. But
those seasonal employees, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I just highly doubt they leak their own stuff.
Yeah,
I mean they've moved like reveal dates because of leaks sometimes. Is that true? Like I feel like they've definitely done that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This got leaked. We gotta launch it now.
Well, even the review dates for like the Land members. So like when I got some of the summer sets early, they immediately removed all the review dates up to immediately because I got it early. When the Venator was happening, so I lied to so many people about the Venator. I tried so hard to make it seem like, because so the Venator leaked at a airport store in why am I forgetting
somewhere
the country?
in the Netherlands? Netherlands maybe?
No. It's like an Asian country. I'm totally blanking on the name of the country.
It was in the Orient,
Vietnam, right?
Philippines?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Philippines. Why am I blanking on the country?
Malaysia.
Yes.
Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Coming through in the clutch.
So it leaked in Malaysia, right? And of course, as I do, I post on Instagram like, hey, does anyone have does anyone by random chance, would anyone happen to live in Malaysia and be going to the airport? Like that's that's what you have to do. You can't win if you don't try.
Right.
So I tried, and obviously it worked out really well. It was awesome. Like got help from a fan and his friend who just happened to be an airline hostess. I can't remember the other word, but anyway, besides the point. So I find out on, let's just say, a Friday that I'm getting it. But I like all my friends like, did you get it? Did you get it? I'm like, nah, dude, no. Like I lied to everyone. I told everyone no, because I knew if Lego found out, because that
Right.
would find out, that they would immediately change the review date. And they still moved the review date up on the suspicion that I might have it, might be getting it, but they didn't move it up far enough. So
Well, that's funny. I bet you they never went back to that. They never went to that store and said, "What are you doing?" Probably they don't fix the problem.
what do you
that.
mean?
Like they didn't go to the store. You think they went to the store in Malaysia and pulled it off the shelf? Like Lego, Lego Group itself.
We bought it before they.
I'm saying, yeah, you got it.
You
think after that, after your review came out earlier, do you think they went out and like took it off the
I'm
floor?
sure they were there like the next day. I can't imagine they weren't like trying to get in contact with the store, but still beat them to
This
it.
dude's Lego Secret Service in bright yellow jackets
it's
just
like,
rolling up to a store.
And in the same breath, I'm like, if the company would just treat me right, it wouldn't have been a problem, and I would have gone on the reveal date that they wanted. But instead, I had more fun with it, clearly. So,
that's awesome.
But yeah, so they like moved that date up because they were like, someone might be getting it. Someone.
He who should not be named might be getting that.
Yeah, literally Voldemort. But yeah,
your picture's on some guy's cube at Lego, just like with a big X through it.
The Avengers Tower one also got moved up, and the quote, "Yes, but not because of Ryan." Okay, sure, buddy.
Sure, Jan.
But yeah, they do it quite a bit, and it's quite wild.
Venador exclusive figs. Nope, says Johnny Bills Wides. Ryan still scooped land. All bricks count. Can clones get better, or are we at peak? From Brickmaster G. What do you mean, Brick? Like the printing? Or peak clone sets?
We peaked 3.5 years ago.
I'll say I know those 2015, 2014 clone waves were pretty hot too.
You could also argue we peaked 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But we are not at the peak right now.
You're at the bottom.
We are down bad.
So you think Lego Star Wars, the theme is going down in variety of sets or quality of sets or
quality of clone troopers is piss poor.
Okay.
Now there are plenty of people that don't care about the quality and they will say, I'm just happy they're making clone troopers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm obviously not one of those customers. I want them to also be good, which is not too much to ask for. You guys have been around long enough to know the history of it, how good they were in 2014, how good they were going into 2020, 2021. And to argue they're not worse now is just wrong. You're not right. You can say you don't care all you want, but they are worse looking figures. So, yeah.
As a casual Star Wars fan, it always, every like new Star Wars release, it makes me sad when some of these ships just get massacred, like the remakes. I'm like, oh, it looks terrible.
The Coruscant gunship is horrible. The remake for that is horrible. It's a small ship. There's the Fox is supposed to be white, but it's pink because the red ink leaked into the white. Like the quality on those sets, and plus you're paying more now because of the franchise tag.
Yeah, no, and people like always complain that things are overpriced, but you're not allowed to complain about the quality. It's wild to me. Like if I was sitting here going like, this is too expensive, it's too much money, no one would hate me for it. That's a perfectly acceptable opinion to have. But the second you question the quality, like the pink torso print or the print just objectively being inaccurate and wrong, even though the designers over the past 2 decades have consistently said that every detail matters and it's all about accuracy, I literally can pull up the clips.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just wrong, and you can be a hater to be a hater, I guess, but you are wrong.
There's facts. You can't deny facts.
They can try. They will try.
They will. Oh yeah. Tyler says, I can't believe in 2024 we still don't understand it's just a kid, so we all need to do better. I agree, Tyler, because their new thing is playtime for adults or black boxes, all that stuff. I know you only mess around, but Tyler, yeah. They need to cater to the adults that they were kids 10 years ago now. They want to keep it going. So all bricks count. When do you think we will get buildable Star Wars characters like the pirate or some of the Harry Potter larger scale figs? Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I think if they do it right.
Shocked it hasn't happened, but it might. They might just not.
Yeah, they're killing it with the helmets though. I mean, they're loving, you know, what the first round of helmets are doing on Bricklink. Just the retired ones.
I mean,
yeah, but they're not doing helmets anymore.
And think about the helmets too. You think they'd be able to get a bigger scale minifigure with a acceptable looking helmet in the $100 price range? I don't know. On top of the head, you know.
Oh, I imagine if they did Star Wars minifigure, big figures like that, it'd be like Luke and Leia. You're not going to get a clone trooper or anything.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. There's no way they can get that helmet done.
Yeah. No, the helmets are kaput for now. Not to say they will never come back, but like this year they're doing 0. So
that's interesting. I wonder why.
It ran its course. They did the ones they wanted to do, and that's that for now.
Yeah.
MIDI scale is basically taking its place, which I think is better for like to have cheap versions of like capital ships makes so much sense for what the market is. Like to sell a $70 Super Star Destroyer is really, really good.
Give that option, yeah.
Yeah.
See, Chewbacca would have been giant fig, technically important. I would like to see him build like I would to bring a. It's all right. So here we go. If they can do one, they do another UCS Darth Maul size bust. What character should it be?
Is Darth Vader like the only one you could pick?
You can pick whatever you want. I mean, a Darth Vader one would be sick. I think obviously a bounty hunter with a helmet would be sick.
I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like if they ever did another bust, they'd have to be like one of the most iconic characters. Like the Black Panther bombed, but that's a different market.
That's a terrible,
different level of like popularity.
I mean, Darth Maul was definitely a sick one to do with the different colors in the face and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the buildable Yoda. I know I had a bad experience building the first one with cheap ass at a table at a convention, but
well, you built it wrong first of all.
Yeah, whatever. Didn't care for that.
That was a mess, BR. You know that was a damn mess. It was all over the place.
What up, T-Mog?
If you look
I
at
think there's still pieces in Philly Brick Fest.
Hey, it's not my problem anymore. I sold it.
That's right.
You did
Mayo says Technical 2000s House of Randoms. Are they gonna do any more dioramas? I bet they will. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, it's just like the MIDI scale Disney icon, buildings that they're doing. They can't stop it, dude.
Yeah, Sarlacc pit diorama.
D-Man said, "Serious question, Ryan. Do you think a CAU? I don't know what that means. I don't know.
I think there was more. It was TBD. I think it was more. There was more coming, but he might have fell asleep or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he literally just stopped mid-sentence.
Hey man, Ryan's waiting for your question, brother. So if you got it, man, send it out, man.
Yeah,
we're all on pins and needles over here, waiting to see what the hell you got to say.
So Ryan, how do you like Whatnot? I know you've been killing it last year on Whatnot.
Do you guys do Whatnot at all?
We did last year here and there. Fick did more than me. I'm trying to do some more this year. Started back.
I got another auction coming up next Sunday. I'm doing an auction.
I'm not organized enough to do Whatnot. I'll be honest.
Cheap Ass is the anti-Whatnot. His organization.
I'm not
He's not anti-selling. He's just anti-organizational selling.
Right.
No, I just laugh at what people pay for stuff. I think it's fantastic. If I was organized, I'd be on it. Why not?
Yeah. No, they've been sponsoring me for probably over a year and a half now.
Hashtag ads
on 2 years. Yeah. Hashtag ads.
There's a link.
Yeah, it's like okay, so you can also sell things on Whatnot, like in a marketplace setting, basically. So you can like set your price and leave it or whatever.
Right.
I think they have a new feature where you can like do a like normal auction, like a 7-day auction, 5-day auction or whatever. So that's also an option now. But I think when most people say Whatnot, they want to know, like, we're thinking about like live auctions. And it's totally like I'm in a very different position for it where like, I can make an Instagram post and like have people show up to the show. But for most people, it's like you actually do have to do some legwork to like get people in the door to your auction. Like there's little, set a nice picture on, have a good title. Like it's a lot more work, I would say than, running an eBay auction.
If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a female seller.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Show some
There you
boobies.
go,
We'll see it. Show some boobies. Okay. Show some.
I was trying to be politically correct by saying assets. If you didn't get
If you happen to
assets.
be if you happen to be vaping in your video too, that's okay. That works too.
Someone asked me, I'll get right back to what now, but someone on my Ask M&R for this week asked me what my political stance was, and I said helmet hole's bad. But yeah, anyway, you know, you got to do some work to get people in the door. So like that's part of it. And I think it's like you say, people pay a lot for stuff. Like it can be true. There are things that will sell for more than market value. There are things that will sell for less than you know, average market value, but average is average. Some things will sell for more, some things will sell for less. However, also on Whatnot, a big part of like the draw to it for some people is the giveaways. Those aren't free to do. Like my $5 figure selling for $7 helps me give away a Venator when my my budget for giveaways on Whatnot that they give me is not a Venator. Okay. Like I go above and beyond for my my viewers for that. So I'm like you're upset that this figure, I'm giving away a Venator, my guy.
I mean, it's hard to argue when everything starts off at $1. What, you know, the market will decide.
Yeah, it's also a complete auction that starts at $1.
Yeah.
Also, like people will be upset that like this figure sold for $25, it's worth $21, and they'll go on like Instagram and be upset about that. And I'm like, that guy canceled his order, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like some of the sales that people talk about, like literally, like it can be an accident, and 98% of cancellation requests I accept. Every once in a while, I'm like, buddy, it's just not how it works. Like he'll be like, I bid on this and I won it, but I just don't need it.
Cool.
Dude, why are you wasting my time and everyone else's time in the stream? I'm not about, like, come on. Like I try to be nice. I try to be like really nice to everyone. So like
because you got you are trying to be
but also in
professional
the same breath, I'm like, dude,
I've been watching some of your stuff, Ryan, on there. Some of your auctions. Has that changed? I remember when you first started, like you were getting spammed to death. You were getting fake bidded to death. I mean, people.
No, it's mostly fine now. It's like
good. Okay. That's what I figured.
It's mostly fine now. It's whatever. But yeah, I don't know what it's like for like smaller sellers. I assume it's less of an issue. It would just be less common just based on a numbers thing. But yeah, no, I really like the app, sponsored or not. I think it's before I was sponsored, the minute I like heard about it, I was like, holy shit, this is a great idea. And I knew like of YouTubers like from the gaming space that like when they would do sponsorships, instead of taking money, they would ask for a percentage of the company. So me and my friends like immediately looked up like how far along this company was basically. And we're like, it's too far along. But that's how much I liked it from the moment I saw it. I was like that interested in it that I like looked up what it was worth to know if I could get like 1%, because I was like, there's no way this is such a good idea.
It's pretty sweet. I like it for the quick sales and moving stuff. I think the only thing three of us don't like about it was like all the games and like that type of stuff that was going on in the beginning.
It's still a thing. It's a lot less. Like Whatnot is taking steps to mitigate it as much as possible, but it's like my opinion on it, and I would imagine you guys would kind of fall similarly with this, but it's like you should be allowed to do it as long as the game is run in a fair, legal way, whatever. People that want to be part of it can be part of it, but I absolutely don't think anyone should. Like, why would you do that? Just buy the thing you want to buy. But if you want to do it, you should. It's
your money.
Stupid. I don't think there should be stupid people laws, basically. Like, you should be allowed to be stupid. So, like, you know, if you want to go essentially gamble a little bit of money on maybe getting a Lego figure or a big Lego set, like you should probably be allowed to do that. You just shouldn't. So that's my 2 cents on that, basically. But yeah, they've been cleaning it up a lot. I think it's in a pretty good spot right now, from what I can tell. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not my place personally. Like, I'm not going to be doing streaming, or haven't been doing, won't be doing streams like that. Oops.
Here's something I'm selling. You want to buy it? Bid on it. Boom.
Yeah.
All right. D-Man came back. Hang on. D-Man came back. Here we go. I know Ryan was waiting for this. You think a casual Lego enjoyer / buyer cares about these things like LAN or other small issues?
If you use the word casual, probably not, but That's why they're casual. They
Probably don't
wouldn't
even know
care
they
about
exist.
smaller issue. Like that's a perfectly like I use this example a lot, right? Like I care about the quality of Clone Troopers quite a bit, and I think they're in a really bad spot. But like, for example, my mom doesn't care. Like I don't like there's nothing wrong with my mom not caring. Like much like if you want to buy things that maybe aren't the top quality things that Lego's selling and you don't care, then that's fine. Like, and you don't have to care about my issues with LAN or yeah, it's just not like if you don't care, you don't care. It's not a big deal. You can totally also enjoy the product and just enjoy buying the product and not like there's no way that someone else having issues with something should ruin that thing for you. That would be ridiculous. Like if you're letting yourself get that, I don't know how that would happen. Frankly, for example, I enjoy Call of Duty regardless of whether or not the overall community enjoys the current state of Call of Duty a lot of the time. So like I just don't understand why the talk around something would make you enjoy it or not.
Yeah. Good point. Badge will get you a second. Camber 44 asked a little bit ago, what do you think is better in terms of collecting? Things that are cool because they're rare, or things that are rare because they're cool?
Hold on. Cool because they're rare or rare because they're cool? I think cool because they're rare is a lot more common than rare because they're cool, because
almost kind of like Cloud City Boba Fett.
Yeah, Cloud City Boba Fett is cool because he's rare. He's a really good figure for the time too. Like that's part of the reason why he's cool. But yeah. Huh?
I said it's an ugly set, but it's a cool fig.
Sure, yeah. It's not a pretty set, but I love it. You know, I love it for that. It's unique, kind of like Darth Maul. Like it's unique. But yeah, the I don't know. Yeah, I would go with
basically you need to collect what you like. Like I like Lego plushies. You go after Lego plushies. That's my thing.
Love Lego plushies.
Yeah.
You're the only person that collects those, I heard.
I'm the only one that I think has the black octopus. So
you have it handy? I don't know if I know that.
Hold on. I'm gonna grab it. Hold up.
Maybe I have seen it. I don't know.
Johnny Builds, I would think that the majority of Lego fans are deciding on a set themselves and hardly ever influenced by LAN reviews. So who are they really for? No idea. Kids. Everything's for kids. Add kids.
I mean, when I make a review, it's still a review. Like, so here's what I really think. I think most people are probably just going to buy it anyway, whether the product is shit or not, because that seems to be the vibe that I get from like comment sections of like, it doesn't matter how bad a minifigure is, just the figure existing is good enough for them. And I'm like, yeah, that's good for you. Oh yeah, I think that's been all when did you get this? Yeah. When did you get this?
So I've had this for a little bit, but
like 2 years ago, within the past 2 years?
Probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. But most I've ever paid for a plushie, I'll tell you that.
Is the price known?
$6,000. No, what'd you pay? A couple hundred, right?
Yeah, a couple hundred.
Couple hundred.
Got it.
Got that shoe money.
I just need to find the great white shark now.
Rick Badger asks, "What does?"
Oh, hold on. I got a.
Go ahead.
I was gonna finish my thought process on the review.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, I think a lot of people also just watch reviews to know what's good and bad about a thing, and like that's kind of what how I post my reviews. I get a lot of comments saying I only complain about things. I think you're an idiot if you think that. If you watch literally one review of mine, you would know that's not true. I talk about the good and I talk about the bad. Both things matter. And it's literally a review. Like I'll watch a review from like a sponsored channel and they won't mention like a very clear, bad, obvious misprint on a 212 Trooper helmet. Not going to name names, but like, how can you call yourself a reviewer if a review doesn't entail talking about the most obvious bad thing in a Lego Star Wars figure literally ever? So, you know, there's that. But yeah, like I put a review out and it's like, this is the good stuff. This is the bad stuff. I put it all in there and you know what you're getting, right? Venator engine sag. Yeah, I covered that in my review. Like I
that's the point of a good review. They give you everything from every angle.
And you know, I'll tell you sometimes whether or not I think you could could buy it or whatever. But for the most part, it's like, here's all the stuff you need to know. Here's what I think about it. And having watched the video, you should be able to like come to a conclusion whether or not you think it's worth the money for you. But yeah.
Lego did
That's
their
fine.
best. Life bricks. They tried.
Is there sets from this past year that you totally stayed away from reviewing as far as the Star Wars space, or did you try and get them all?
I review every Star Wars set every year. My eventual goal is to review every Star Wars set. As I mentioned earlier, there are some people that don't review the Star Wars sets they don't get for free. No names.
No
But
names.
it's kind of wild. Anyway, yeah,
Well, if you're missing some older sets, Cheap Ass always has a good backlog to reach out to.
I only get sealed ones now. I've become a bit of a what's the word?
That's fine. No, that's fine. No, that's high quality review because you know everything's gonna be good there. You know, I'm gonna have to hunt down a rare piece.
Yeah, I've kind of transformed into a monster with sealed sets only now. It's bad.
It's all good.
But part of that is to collect everything and then put it in a display case so it stays
Yep.
perfect forever. And it's part of like if I ever have to do a comparison, it's ready. Like there's good use cases for it on top of just wanting to have it collected. But a sealed snob, that's a good term. I like that. But yeah, if you guys had another thing you want to talk about.
Brick Badger asked, what does the Gringotts sticker say about the future quality of Lego?
Nothing. They are who we thought they were.
Not surprised.
How long do you think until we see $1,000 Star Wars set?
I think it's totally inflation dependent. It's literally like it'll be like the next Death Star or something. Maybe not Death Star. I don't know. Death Star's hard because it's
we're banking on the Jabba sales barge.
I was thinking Jabba Sail Barge, UCS Jabba Sail.
I bet the world that it's not even 600. I don't know anything, to be fair, but there's Jabba Sail Barge is not gonna be $1,000. The like limiting I don't think a Lego set can get much bigger than the AT-AT or Falcon or Star Destroyer, you know. So you're gonna end up as that's gonna be the size of the $1,000 set basically. The reason you can't go bigger essentially is you have the weight of the set within the box, like just like literally carrying it out of the Lego store, I think is important. Yeah. Also, the size of it, does it fit through a doorway? Kind of matters.
UCS Star Destroyer really doesn't. I mean, if you go,
it fits through the doorway.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't go much bigger, and it, you know.
Yeah, there are limits.
What I was thinking is Lego could do it UCS in 2 parts, and then together would equal $1,000.
That'd be interesting.
So UCS Jabba Sail Barge and UCS Jabba's Palace next to each other,
or do a palace in the Rancor pit, UCS, and then split them up, but you have to have both to complete the scene.
I don't know, but yeah, I think it's totally inflation dependent. I don't know what I'm gonna look this up right now. What the inflation from the Falcon was?
The first one.
Yeah, because it might be close. Sorry, guys.
Star Wars, because Star Wars, I think, Star Wars is their most best-selling theme.
Yeah, there's no way the first $1,000 set wouldn't be Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely not going to be Marvel. Marvel for 2023 was horrible. So
terrible.
It was terrible. Worst theme of 2023.
Marvel. All right. From September 2017, the inflation on the UCS Falcon puts it right at $1,000 right now. Ooh. So that technically you could look at as $1,000. That's what I mean. So like the next time they release a UCS, like if they've re-updated that set and they released it for $1,000, it wouldn't shock me.
The UCS Solo.
No. Yeah. If you have all those extra pieces in there, for sure.
Yeah. UCS buildable Leia. There you go.
But yeah, I think we're there basically. Like it's gonna happen like by the end of the decade for sure, but probably like within the next 4 years. Like
I like what Lifebrick says: $850 barge and then $150 skiff. There you go.
The longer you hold out on the Falcon, the better deal you get, as long as they don't increase the price again.
It's true. Brickbuster Customs, what do you think of the fact that Lego puts helmet holes on clones but don't include accessories such as rangefinders and visor? Shakes his head angrily.
No comment.
No comment. No set is perfect. Collector Empire KM. Now the Patriots franchise is worth nothing. Do you think the Lego made a Patriots set with the whole team and only go for $10 compared to the Cowboys who'd sell for $500? Tough act to follow. Cowboys haven't won a playoff game in a while.
Take my 6 Super Bowls and cry, I guess.
Yeah. As a person who lives in New England and not a Patriots fan, it's been a rough ride. Sealed Snob. Hey, Corna.
Ryan, what are your thoughts on the factory down in
Mexico.
Mexico way?
What way specifically?
Like in regards to like
how long this has been a problem.
Yeah, like bags of monochromes, bags of clones, bags.
I think it might be over.
That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to end with that.
So
I think
we haven't had anything leak for the past couple months, and I was told that like they got raided basically, and a bunch of people got fired or arrested.
The guys in yellow jacket
was that. So it might be over. That's all I know. I was never like this is like third, fourth, information to me. Yep. Like I'm down the chain. I just hear things, but yeah, I don't know. I found it to be wild that they let it happen as long as they did. Now, in one breath, it is fantastic for a lot of consumers. Like Captain Rex will just use the main example. Instead of having to pay $300 for Captain Rex on eBay, you'd only have to pay $50 or whatever. Like a lot of people were saving a lot of money or now had the ability to buy a thing. Commander Fox as well, right? But on the other side of things, you are like, how is that fair to any actual like legitimate consumer of your product? You can make the stupid argument all day about you don't buy a $600 set for the figure. It's part of the box. It's part of the deal. It's part of the value to the consumer. Lego doesn't put it in there because they don't think that. Stop being stupid. So it's like, it's not fair to those people who did, save up, spend the money on the big set, got the thing. Now Lego can go and do what they want later, but it's totally unfair for that to be a stolen thing from the factory being sold out from under them or sold under the other people, regardless of whether or not you're a reseller, investor, collector, or otherwise. It's just not right. Now, the other aspect of it is retailers. I, for the life of me, could not figure out why a retailer, all behind closed doors, I wouldn't know, but why a retailer wouldn't be fucking pissed about this. Like if Commander Fox is a really good example. Someone sold like 600, I heard 600 Commander Foxes before the release date. Oh my God. First off, I tried really hard not to like get into this. My moral standards, I could have made so much. I was doing the math on Commander Fox. I could have made like 18 grand in like a week selling just that figure early. Like like if I was selling them for like $30 or whatever, which is totally what they would sell for. Like I could have made so much fucking money.
And you could have gotten even more than that just by your name probably too.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. But like I just rough numbers. I was like, I could have made 18 grand is what I like came to. I'm like, fuck. But I'm like, why would a retailer not be fucking pissed about this? You have people selling all of these figures that are a selling point of the thing people are buying. Quit yapping about how it's not, it's this expensive. Therefore the figures don't matter. The figures always matter. Anyway. So it's like, it's taking sales from retailers. It's devaluing the product on the shelf because less people will be interested in buying it, period. It might not have the biggest effect in the world, but it's going to have an effect. It's having an effect. It's reducing sales, all because it's getting pocketed from Mexico, allegedly. Now, I was told many a times from certain people that it's not stolen. I never believed it, but,
I just didn't understand how they were getting away with such quantity as they were, because Lego has to monitor the machine that they're using.
I have no idea. It'd be fascinating to know, but I have no idea.
I bet if anything, the machine report was getting altered and inventory was getting like lied about.
Well, it had to. They were doing like pillowcases full.
The amount of Baby Yodas out there.
G-Pass actually emailed Lego about it.
I just wanted to know.
He emailed Lego. Said, "What are you guys going to do about these Mexican factories?"
Did he actually? What did they say?
We're looking into it. And then,
they actually had an official statement. Damn.
It's the funniest.
Because look, Fick and I bought Commander Fox from a third-party seller at a convention before the set was released, and I have no interest in getting the gunship now because I have the Fox. Why do I need this gunship?
And if I'm Target, Walmart, even Lego should be up because you could have bought it from Lego.com instead. Like, it's literally costing them sales. I couldn't, and I'm getting to the point, or was getting to the point where I'm like, it's been going on for so many years. Why am I not just going to start partaking in this? Because clearly Lego doesn't care. They don't say anything. They don't say, please protect our brand, please save. Because like I've gone out of my way so many times in the past to like help protect and like defend Lego. Like I helped get a fake Lego store shut down in Orlando, and it's like, for what?
I bet this was a big,
all for nothing.
I mean, look how long it took them to get rid of the Leppin problem. I mean, it still exists under another name, but look how many Leppin sets were coming.
That's whack-a-mole.
Pull out the tinfoil hats. Lego was letting this happen until Ryan got into it. Then they're going to slam him with all the lawsuits for buying fake stuff. That's what it was. or for stolen stuff. They're going to come after you.
That's what my theory was. I thought Lego was releasing stuff onto the marketplace to get the hype up for the series, but I don't, I have no way to back that up. Like I said, it's too much for them not to notice.
All right, we're at the hour, so last couple of questions, guys, before we wrap this up. Thanks again, Ryan, for hanging out with us tonight.
Of course, no, it's fantastic.
Thoughts on GCC Customs?
Better than Lego.
Better than Lego.
Okay. It's the only thing that needs to be said. Better than Lego.
Needs to be said. Oh man.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
How do you like home ownership?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're going on like 10 months now. So yeah, it's been really nice.
Awesome.
Just having all the space, not worrying about, anything else. I've been able to keep it clean, which is nice. I'm not living in a pigsty.
Yep.
Some people were worried about that for me. They're like, oh, you got to keep your whole house clean. It's a lot of house to keep clean, all that. And I'm like, I don't see how it's going to be that bad, but it's been pretty nice.
I will say, it's been a while. It's been a long time. Because my first introduction to you was the what the hell was his name? When you did the video on the Bricklink YouTubers, Content Cop. And I was like, who is this asshole? But just so you can continue with it and evolve so far.
I felt honored when you used some of my pictures in the Brick Busters. I was honored. I didn't, I mean, when I showed
Cheap Ass still clearing stores. He don't care.
I was not hiding what I was doing. Like,
no, yeah.
Yeah.
I made those videos private a long time ago now, but I was just like, I did a total 180 on. I've like, I don't know. I must have been 20 when I made those videos. I should have known, but I was a stupid Lego fan once now, and I now read comments of stupid Lego fans like I once was. And they'll grow up one day and realize that minifigures are part of the set. They'll get to it.
But you stopped that. You stopped that damn Brick Queen. So that's all I care.
I was just so inspired by iDubbbz's like videos. I just like that was it. I was just like, dude, I gotta do this for Lego. It
works. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's what brought your channel to where it is today, but that's definitely what brought me exposed to you.
Sure, yeah.
Then. So who knows how many other people got.
Hey, I gotta say one more thing. When Ryan did, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? When you showed 13-year-old Ryan running around your closet when you're
the live stream.
Yeah, when you did the live stream.
That was wild. Like, dude, that was
amazing. Dude.
Yeah, for people that don't know, I don't know if everyone else saw it, but I did like I have like a bunch of like update videos from over the years, starting in like 2009, 2010. And so I watched like 100 of them for my YouTube anniversary, like just literally watched them and reacted to who knows what I said 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
My favorite part was when you were complaining about $12.99 battle packs or $11.99.
$11.99, yeah.
That was so funny. I'm like, dude, look where we are now. $30 battle packs, and you're
that was wild. I was like, I could not believe that. I was really upset about $12 battle packs, but then again, I like totally probably couldn't afford it, so it's like totally warranted.
Right. So what are you gonna do?
He's in a closet going through this phone, and he's just no. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I was just going through. I was just gonna say the gems.
I'm gonna cloud the gems. So what are you doing with all your used stuff? If you're doing only sealed stuff, are you keeping the used?
I've been selling a lot of it on Whatnot. Basically, I'm cycling through my collection. I'm almost done selling basically anything used that I've had that I wanted to get rid of. I'm keeping some like used clone stuff that you see back there. A lot of that is like dusty, whatever. But I'll keep that for my clone army, for my collection to have just as something I have on the side. But I want to have a collection of every Lego Star Wars set basically as close to brand new as possible. potentially in the future with the Orlando Brickco and all that, like doing like a museum-esque display would be really cool. I don't know like if that's like a profitable venture or not, but like, you know, it's something that could actually be done with it so that other people can enjoy the collection. But for myself personally, that's what I want no matter what, whether I get any other benefit out of it or not, I don't care. But like I just, yeah, that's what I want. And then I can use it for content like indefinitely, as far as like I mentioned earlier, like I have like a clean, ready to go version of like of all the MTTs. If they make a new MTT, I can do the comparison tomorrow, you know, and that is always ready, you know, so that would be cool.
What do you think about people grading sealed sets?
Stupid.
Okay, we're on the same mindset. I'm just making sure.
Oh man, what
a waste of money.
I get it with cards, whatever. Like it's still kind of silly, but yeah, I don't think it'll become a thing.
Being a whatnotter as such as yourself, are you into the Star Wars trading cards?
I was into it before it was cool. You know, to be quite clear, I made videos about them years ago. I have a collection of them and will continue to collect them. I was selling them on Whatnot a year ago before it was bad to sell them, so I'm not going to change what I was doing before now. But I do think what happened recently was a little wild, where the value of them was brought up because another seller bought one for. I wasn't at the auction, so I don't know what happened. But allegedly, another seller bought one for 500, and then they're like, now it's worth 500, and I'm like, technically, maybe, but not. Probably not. I have 5 of them right here. Would you like to buy them?
Come on.
I think in my video, I literally think I pulled out 5, and I was like, if you want to buy them, like
300 each. Let's go.
Nah, full price.
Yeah.
I know what I got.
Questions here. Champs Brick, goals for 2024.
Upload every day. We're 7 days in. We're 7 for 7.
You did that a few years ago, right? I remember.
I've had some good streaks.
Yeah.
I did 100 days in a row last year when I got on a streak, but I would love to upload every day. It'd be fantastic. I want to, and not just upload every day, because I've looked at like basically I've had years where I've uploaded over 400 videos in a year. It's like wild, like 450, like that's more than one a day. But it's like I want to upload every day, but I also want them to be good videos.
Yeah.
So it's like part of it.
It's your pride.
I don't know. What do you guys got for this year? Not miss another stream.
I'm thin down my Lego collection a little bit.
I'm gonna thin down my Lego collection down to about 10 to 15 themes and like sell off the rest.
10 to 15 themes is still a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I just have stuff that I have no interest in rebuilding or building again, or opening the seals, and just because Star Wars, not really my big theme. I have a lot of minifigs, but I usually do the CMFs. I mean, not the UCS sets, not the so like all my brickheads already sold off. Like that was most of my city's gone. Like Vintage Castle is number 1, Technic number 2, but I don't have the room anymore to start, hoarding away. Like I have a whole wall of sets, and behind the wall is a window. I haven't seen the window in like years. So it's like it's time to let it go.
That's how I feel like with my parents' garage. I hadn't seen the window in years, and I've recently been able to like open the windows in there, like as I've been clearing it out and moving things.
Also, shout out to your parents for supporting you through all this.
I see some wild comments about my parents. I'm like, what? They have nothing to do with me and my channel, basically, right? Like I don't like it's irrelevant, but people will still be like, Ryan's parents must hate him, or Ryan's parents are this and that. They're filthy rich. And I'm like, my parents work hard. They
just from letting you use the garage for all that. Shout out to them.
But as far as like supporting me and allowing me to like use the space that I did, like of course, it's fantastic. Went a lot. I think there's a few, like I always look at things as fork in the road. Basically, we moved from one house to another in like 2017. I ended up getting a bigger bedroom. That was big. And then in that move, we also ended up with a 3rd-car garage, which we did not have at the previous house, which of course ended up becoming like a good Lego storage area. So, and then I ended up buying a storage unit too, which I recently got rid of. So
that's my goal. Get rid of the storage unit.
Yeah, I just did that like 2 weeks ago. I don't know where you're at in that, but it took me
I'm nowhere close to it because
while.
I started adding stuff I'm buying to the storage unit. So no.
Yeah, I had to.
That's why I'm in my daughter's room right now, because my back room is filled with Lego.
Let's see here. Ryan, what do you think the Star Wars minifigure of 2024 will be?
the Star Wars mini? I
It
don't know
would
what
be the hot fig that comes out this
okay,
year.
like
for Star
the best
Wars.
one. There was no like qualifying word there, so I wasn't sure.
No, yeah.
Shoot.
Smooth hair Leia is coming back.
Smooth hair young Leia.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even Jedi Bob. If Jedi Bob happens, yes, Jedi Bob.
Jedi
Wow.
Bob.
You got a detailed Jedi Bob coming out in 2020.
I would imagine it's like the 20th anniversary figure, not a detailed one, but
Mhm.
our 20th anniversary figure is like a remake like that, but with the back print. That's what I imagine. But
20th anniversary
Yeah,
Cloud
yeah,
City Boba Fett.
then the
Cloud City
20
Boba Fett with the thing on the back, covered by the jetpack.
Yeah.
Ryan, who was the other fig that was supposed to come out? Star Wars. That was it. It wasn't Nihilus, was it? It was
Darth Malik.
Malik. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Mayo, do not get a storage unit if you don't have to. Once you go down that path, you're in it. It's tough to get out.
It's the worst.
Yes.
You gotta move it all in and move all the stuff out. Ugh.
Yeah, I gotta decide whether or not I'm just selling all my store displays or not.
You have any Star Wars ones?
Nah, I got rid of them.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I have older ones. I have like Indiana Jones, Pirates, Mission to Mars, other stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Stuff I don't need.
Right. No, I definitely have felt that recently. Like I've been through the like getting rid of everything I don't need kind of life. You know, it feels good to like get rid of it and kind of hone your focus in.
Yep.
Randoms, you shut your mouth about Cara Dune. You take Cara Dune right out. Get her right out of your damn mouth. She was to the moon for like a day and a half. Get the hell out of here.
That's so funny.
That was awesome.
You know, Lego has a warehouse full of those sets dying. They're just crumpling because nobody wants them.
All right. Well, yep. I think we're we'll shut it down. We gave a little bit on the back end here, but thanks again to Ryan from M&R. We appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Not that he needs it, guys. M&R vlogs, M&R games, M&R collect still going.
I've actually the Black Series was one of the last things in my storage unit. It takes up an entire shelf in my garage, top to bottom. I'm gonna do a video with all of it and then probably sell a lot of it.
Love that.
It's so bad. What a bad idea.
I started collecting G.I. Joe Classified, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I was never an action figure guy. I don't know why I let myself do it.
It's because we have incomes now and we can.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. We buy what we want. We're men.
Damn right.
Right.
With toys. That's what we do. But, all right, man. Thanks again. Appreciate you stopping by with us. And we'll another 51 episodes this year. We'll have you back in another 32 episodes or something.
Sure.
Welcome here, man. You're always welcome here, your family. So, but everybody have a great night. Go Bills.
Go Dolphins.
Yep. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.